What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Dan here. Guys, I want to welcome you to yet another game update. This is for the month of August 2020, and guys, we are jumping into a very slow month, but we're going to fill it with some few extra goodies here and there, things I'm behind on, things I need to catch up on. And first thing I will say before we get into this is I apologize for my lackluster schedule in the last couple of weeks, mainly because there has not been a moment where I've been able to be consistent with the move. So I moved over to my new house already, but I'm still recording and streaming from the apartment. That's a process that hopefully won't go any longer than September. So if you're watching this now, I haven't fully moved my new setup over yet. It's taking I'm waiting on a few things. My PC is en route, so I'm just waiting on the parts and everything. So I'll be starting with a brand new build, new setup all around. I'm gonna go way more simplistic than I have right now. My shelf with all my goodies and all my statues is basically going away. I'm just gonna pack those up. I may or may not take a couple out. I've kind of lost a bit of interest in collector's editions. So if there's any I particularly like, maybe I'll set them out, but I'm going very simple and minimalistic, something nice and clean. Maybe, like I said, just one or two little things that I particularly like. Otherwise, it's gonna be a very bare bones kind of a thing. So this whole area here is getting stripped down, basically. So it's taking some time, and that's why it's been, I've missed some streams, and there haven't been days with uploads, so I greatly apologize. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. The problem is there's like no real major releases where I'm able to record a non-live series. There's been some that I wanted to do, or some that I'm struggling with at the moment that I want to kind of mention before we get started. I mentioned I was going to be playing Skater XL. I've been having a lot of issues with that game, training my brain to actually adjust to the fact that two separate thumbsticks control two separate feet. And I got it implanted in my head that this is what you do, and I understand realism and everything, and it makes sense to go ahead and change things up the way it is. But Skater XL is tripping me up, and my brain is struggling so very hard. I worry that I won't be able to figure it out. And even when I do figure it out, I've forgotten all Skate. That way when Skate 4 comes out, the bread and butter, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just not gonna know what's up. So I'm a little concerned about that right now. So Skater XL has been kind of lackluster, and I greatly apologize about, no Skater XL so far. Again, I'm still trying to figure out if I want to keep it up. I haven't put out a video yet because I've been struggling with it, you know what I mean? And I know some people say, well, just practice and get better at it and then put out a video. Maybe I'll end up doing that. I don't really know yet, but it's not a time to be experimenting. I literally have no time in my free time to actually, do all this stuff, and especially when I have streams that I need to catch up on. So that's my current situation. August hopefully will be a little bit easier, but it's still not ideal at the moment. So I'm hoping by this week now, starting this week, I'll be able to catch up a little bit more on some streams and things like that. So as of now, I apologize for my lack of footage. Like I said, I've been trying to get more. I've had NBA going, but I want a new series that's not a stream. People like the streams, but not everyone wants to watch a live stream or a VOD of a live stream because, it's a completely different experience. You're kind of like entertaining, or, you're putting on the show for the people who were there live, and even if you're watching non-live, you can still enjoy it. It's just a little bit more broken up. Whereas my traditional series where I record and then post, it seems a little more streamlined, and it's easier to cut and edit things that are, the mistakes, wasted time, that sort of thing. But I'm going to try my best to bring everything back the way it was. So bear with me, guys. Like I said, I did mention this. I did mention this in the last game update that the schedule will be a little lackluster. So I appreciate your guys' patience during this time. Anyway, without any further ado, let's go into the first releases of the day, or of the month. One thing I just want to quickly mention, what happened. That stream, I want to bring that. I know that was supposed to come out on the 30th, excuse me. And I never touched it then because I had a bunch of stuff. I took off Thursday, Friday, so I'm having a lot of issues, like just catching up. Like I said, that's part of that reason. That was supposed to be on the 30th, and I'm still gonna play it. So just bear with me on that one. Just wanted to quickly mention that before we get started into the new stuff. All right, guys, so without any further ado, let's actually get into the main list now. Now, coming out on August 7th, we have now a game that's probably gonna suck a lot of ass, but that's why it's probably gonna be a fun one. I'm gonna try it out. It's gonna be a non-live series, this one. We have Fast and Furious Crossroads. So it's obviously the time with the Fast and Furious franchise. I've seen gameplay. It looks like a really crappy mobile game. a lot of people might be asking, Dan, why are you going to play it then? Honestly, it could be a nice change of pace. I really don't think the game's going to be any good, but I think it could be fun to at least experience it and maybe change things up, you know, try and get something new on the channel because it has been some time. So August 7th, maybe earlier, I'm not sure yet, we will be checking out Fast and Furious Crossroads. All right, next one. This is a big one because people have been asking me about this game for as long as I could possibly remember. Not because like there was no real announcement. They finally announced it about a month ago, I think, maybe a little less than a month ago. But there's a series on my channel that has been rather, I guess, popular. People always like to watch this series from me, and I've always been waiting for it. Releasing in 2-year cycles, so every 2 years we get a new one. The very next in the UFC franchise, EA Sports UFC, UFC 4 is out on August 14th. Now, I might be getting it a bit early with the Deluxe because usually when you get the Deluxe, you get it a few days early, so it might be on the 11th. So as a rule of thumb, I'll keep you guys posted, but I will be doing both a male and a female career for both of those as per usual, starting with the male and then switching to the female. So people, like I said, keep asking me, when's the next UFC? Oh, you should play UFC 2 again. You should play UFC 3 again. I played so much of those games, 2 different careers. I can't play one game for 4 years, especially UFC one, because you do run out of things to do with it. But we got a brand new one, and I cannot wait because I love playing the UFC games, and I know you guys love watching them. So UFC 4 is going to be out on the 14th at the latest. Like I said, it might be a bit earlier on the 11th. If there's the Deluxe Early Access Pass or whatever they call it, I'll be checking that out. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Very excited for that one. Also coming out, this comes out on August 21st. This is the first time I think I'm going to try and attempt it. Whether or not I'm going to continue with it or if I'm going to change my mind down the road, it remains to be seen. But you guys also know me for my sports gameplay, hence UFC and, you know, NBA, NHL, what have you. So we have a brand new game, and I thought it'd be fun because I actually tend to like these sorts of games, but you guys have to let me know what you think on it. We have PGA Tour 2K21. So 2K is taking over the PGA Tour games, unless, of course, I've been out to lunch lately. And if they have a My Career, obviously I think they do, where you take control of your own golfer and you start from the bottom, make your way up. I think it could be fun to try it out and work on the stats. Now, I know not everyone is after golf or is into golf or whatever you want to call it, but I actually do like golf games. I used to play golf. My parents actually sent me to a golf camp when I was in my preteen stage, and I was actually a pretty decent golfer, unbeknownst to a lot of people. Well, there you go. There's a fun fact about me. So I figured it might be fun to at least check out PGA Tour 2K21. You guys will have to let me know what you think about that. If there's not a career mode, though, I might just say, you know, cut it and call it quits on that one, or just not even do it. But I'm gonna look into it and see a little bit more about it. Again, I haven't played a golf game in ages, but I thought it could be a little interesting game to play for the channel. Change things up from just NBA, because that's all that's been on the channel lately for sports. So we're gonna have a very sports-filled month in August, and I'm very excited about that. So anyway, we are moving on now. Now this one, this one kind of came up last minute. I wasn't too familiar with it, but knowing the way it is, I wanted to check it out, or the style of game I want to check it out. Coming out on the 27th of August, we have our very first episode of a brand new story-based game from Dontnod. If you guys remember Dontnod, they're the ones who do all the Life is Strange games. There is a 3-chapter release of a game called Tell Me Why. Now, this is going to be a similar experience like it is in Life is Strange. Like I said, it's only 3 episodes long. However, they have committed to a release schedule within a few, I think, about weeks of each other. So instead of getting it every 4 months, an episode taking forever, like Life is Strange 2 took way too long to get through. But this is going to be released in I believe, a multi-week. So like, I think the first one comes out the 27th, second one the 3rd, and then the 10th. So I think it's every week you get a new episode from this, or a new chapter. And like I said, there's 3 total episodes in this one. Now, it does follow the tale of 2 siblings. Essentially, it's the first game. They're twins, between 2 twins, Allison and Tyler. Now, the big thing about this is Tyler was Allison's sister. So it's the very, very first trans character that you play in a video game. And I'm curious to see what it's going to be like to have this kind of a story. Now, I don't know a whole lot out of it besides that. It's just like things from their childhood, and they have to come to terms, and they go back to their childhood home, things like that. So it could be a very, very emotional, story-rich game, which I do like. Although Dontnod has had some issues with the cringe factor. I know that's part of that. but the Life is Strange games have been kind of cringy to a regard, but I still enjoy them as a story and as an experience. So I am going to be checking out Tell Me Why, which is a Xbox exclusive. So it's only available on Windows 10 and Xbox One. So yeah, I'm going to be checking that out. Kind of a last minute edition. But that's what happens. Sometimes games get added and announced last minute or literally like weeks before, you know, and so I wasn't too familiar with this one, but we got another episodic game. We haven't had one in a while, and obviously that game will also be non-live series. Basically all the games I've announced right now in this game update so far are all non-live. I'm just going to record them, except for, of course, What Happened. That's going to be streamed, but that is essentially what I'm trying to do. A lot of people are missing that I have some regular Let's Plays or walkthroughs, whatever you want to call them, where it's non-live. There is that atmosphere, and I do understand, so I apologize. Just been with streaming, it's so easy to just get in the stream and play the game and just interact with the fans right then and there. And, you know, it's easier to go for 100% completion. It's easier to do all these side quests that way. Obviously, I could go back to the way I had things, maybe do a game where all the main missions are done in a non-live series and all the side content is done in the stream. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know what you think on that. I don't really know. I haven't made a call on how I want to do things from now on, but it's just, I've definitely been streaming more than I've been recording. Way more streams than recording. It's just so much more enjoyable for me to stream these days. But like I said, I want to bring you guys more series. My sports games are always going to be non-live. Don't have to worry about that. It's just the formula of that is so much easier to do non-live. So we got a bit of a, like what it originally started out with only a double release, and now we've got 4 games at least that I want to check out. There might be a couple other additions. This is just ones I'm 100% sure I want to play. There are some that I don't know if I want to play yet. Don't worry, I know they're there. I just don't know if I want to play them. So if I didn't mention it, I only wanted to mention games I know I'm playing. And I just wanted to put that out there as of now. So as for that, there's quite a lot to look forward to this month, and I'm excited. I hope you guys are as well. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and also comment down below what you think on the games I'm going to be covering. Is there anything you think I should do regardless of what, if I missed it or whatever the case is? Let me know in the comments. Anything like that. What are you looking forward to? Please shout it out in the comments. Also be sure to like and follow my pages on social media, facebook.com/danq8000, Twitter @danq8000, Instagram @danq8000, and Snapchat danq8000. If you want to get yourself a shirt or hoodie, link in the description. You want to save 10% off your next DXRacer, link in the description. Sure to use the promo code DANQ8000 at checkout. Also, guys, don't forget to join my Discord server, also linked right in the description. There's an invite to the Team 8000 group. I have been using Discord a lot more, especially with my streams. It's so much easier to announce streams on Discord because YouTube notifications don't always work. Discord notifications work way more and way more effectively than they do on YouTube. So be sure to join my Discord server. Like I said, linked in the description. Also, if there's any games you want to cop on the Epic Games Store, be sure to use my creator code DANQ8K, all caps. It is linked in the description too if you're not sure. And it does support me as well, and you can still get some games alongside it. So use the creator code when you're given to support your boy over here, and I'd really appreciate that. And finally, guys, if you want to sign up, become a DANQ8000 member, link in the description. Also a join button below this video. If you sign up for that, you get exclusive perks such as a badge by your name, and it changes the longer you're a member. You get emojis to use in the chat. I've got some exclusive videos I want to throw your way only for members to see, and then of course you get the monthly game giveaway you'll be entered in. So I just take the members, throw them in a random virtual hat, pull a name, and that winner gets a game of his or her choosing. So it's a pretty sweet deal for that. So it does support the page a lot, and I really appreciate it. All right, guys, thank you so much. Take care. Have a great day. I can't wait to check out some of these games with you. But until then, let's hand things over to Knox Hill. Have a good one, guys.
Who's the man with the plan? If you feel trouble wildin' wild on these violent ends, hit you 8,000. Wait a minute, hold that style, it's dialed in. Goddamn Billy Jack, we still riding, tires flat. I hear them sirens, see shots flying, so we driving, fire back if they ain't vibing. Lie with that, got me dressed up in all black. What up? Hood up, and I see them haters try to run with us. They gon' need inhalers. Gotta breathe them hard just like Darth Vader. Players, grab your respirators. Night invaders get lightsabered. Mask on for the shooters, move like trash to bed intruder. Got that Glock and got them woofers. Just press play, I'll keep it moving. Who is Knox Hill, you damn fools? Keep it fresh like canned food. There ain't nothing we can't do, so tune into that dang Q. Yeah. It was never, ever a game.